Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Moonmist and we're going to be playing Higurashi When They Cry. Oh, I see Higurashi and I'm missing some from the void. Oh, hi. How are you doing, Hikari? Or dang, I can't. Yeah. How are you doing, Hikari? Hopefully you're doing good. Yeah, we're going to be playing Higurashi When They Cry. Yeah. So let's go ahead and start. So how are you doing? Hopefully you're having a good day. Or night. I'm not sure what your time zone is again. But hopefully you're having a wonderful day. It's very hot, and the sounds of cicadas is fitting. Yeah, it is hot, and it is really fitting. Also, I am playing with them, what's it called? The 7th mod. Yeah, so it'll be different from the regular PC version. So let's go ahead and start. So let's see. Demon Away chapter. Welcome to the world of Higurashi When They Cry. The Onikakushi arc will be the opening, inviting you to the world. Sit back and relax and enjoy life in Hinamizawa to the fullest. The difficulty for this chapter is extremely high, but I hope you enjoy the reward. Ah, cool. It'd be pretty hard, I guess. Don't like that. I don't like the children's laughter. Definitely don't. Yeah. Alright, so let's see. Please do not deplore yourself. Even if the world does not forgive you, I will forgive you. Please do not deplore yourself. Even if you do not forgive the world, I will forgive you. So please tell, what will take for you to forgive me? Oh, that's a nice one. This is a work of fiction, of course. Gotta get that one disclaimer. Oh, 1983. Oh, ketchup? Right? If I was going to be ripped apart anyways, having my body ripped apart would have been far better. I trusted her. Okay, another thwack. No, I still trust her. Even in this moment, I trust her. But I'm starting to realize I only wanted to trust her because I refused to accept the truth. It was as if I was trying to convince myself in such a silly, sobbing voice. And those tears make a mess of my face. The mechanical repetitions sounds finally stalled and everything fell silent. Only the cries of cicadas remained annoyingly loud. And yet, I felt as if I could still hear her voice. But that's not possible. She's no longer speaking. The only one crying is me. She never cried. Even when she repeated those words over and over, she never expressed any emotions because there was none to show. If she had no tears to shed for me, then I shouldn't need to shed any for her. Then why this pain? My eyes getting moist. Why is this happening? I still want to believe I haven't been split apart. That's enough, right? Inside me, an inner voice whispered gently, my spirit has suffered enough. And countless times I wavered over whether I should throw the battered thing away. Except, I softly refused to do that, haven't I? I feel better if I just threw it away. Even though I chose to believe, didn't I? Only I could understand the painful struggles and appreciate it. Hey, me? I've tried more than enough. I acknowledge that much. So, isn't it alright just to take it the easy way out? Besides, I'm not throwing it away. I'm leaving it behind, with her. Like flowers by a grave. Now then, calm your nerves, even though you cannot feel your right arm. Just lift it up, and every swing, forget a little more. Oh. Another one. Dang. The kindness made me happy. The adorable smile brought me joy. I liked petting her head. I loved how demure you were. No. Because this will be the last time. Because when I swing this down, I'll forget. This is my first and last banquet for you. Oh, what an opening. Perhaps I really did love you. No. Here we go, Higurashi When They Cry. Seventh Inspection presents Welcome to Hinamizawa When They Cry. Oh, that was quite the opening. Oh. I never... Oh. I think this might be a little too loud. Let me lower down the volume. I think that might be good, hopefully. Oh. Yeah, I never played this game or this visual novel. I've seen the anime, both the original release and the new adaptation, the second release. But never played the visual novel, so this could be the first time I play it. Oh. I've always wanted to play this. It's just been in my backlog for like ages. But now that my community has voted for this game, I do play for this month. I do appreciate whoever voted in the poll that I did on Twitter. I do appreciate it. Ooh, a couple years ago, I read through the Alongside Kitsu, and I've been obsessed with it ever since. Even more than they were. Oh, really? Cool. Yeah, I never read it. So this is going to be my first time actually reading the original release. Because I did buy every single release that was on Steam. I just never had a chance to actually play them. Oh. So I know this should have like more multiple endings, that's for sure. I know the anime, that's like the only thing I watched, has like just a narrow, just one path anime, one path ending, I think. I'm not sure if it's like that's true ending or not, but I don't know. Whee. Aww, she's crying. Nope. Oh, well. May you rest in peace, little cicada. Oh, poor thing's burning alive. Oh. Wow, that was an awesome opening. Somebody has been apologizing for a while now. Oop. I wonder what she is apologizing for. I felt so wrong to eavesdrop, so I tried to ignore it. It's been a while since I last went to the city. I only returned to attend a funeral of a relative. Oops, wrong button. Leave the mouse right there. Oop. Mouse, when's working? There we go. Guess it has to be there. Even though I lived there until last month, I found the bustle of the city to be overwhelming. Those skyscrapers, the multi-lane roads, the melodies of canopy of the walkways, or crosswalks. Even with the campaign speeches blaring from the front of the station felt nostalgic. The place where I live now isn't nearly as lively. There's only a couple of chirps of lotus and the blubbering of brooks. The Hirigashi, the evening of cicadas, and the cries, oh jeez, I almost forgot that one. And the cries of the Hirigashi, the evening cicadas. Rather than making me feel lonely, the quietness has begun to instill a sense of sincerity. There is nothing where I live now. Didn't I mention that there aren't any burger joints? There aren't even vending machines. No vending machines? Dang. No music stores, no restaurants, and no arcades. That's horrible. How can you live in a place with no arcades? An ice cream parlor? And no chance. The nearest town had some stuff like that, but it's like an hour away by bike. But come to think of it, it wasn't really a big of a deal. There are music stores, arcades, ice cream parlors where I used to live, but it wasn't like I ever hang around in any of them. Okay, that mouse is kind of a little irritating. Let me see if I can get rid of that real quick. Boop. Someone is still apologizing. Let me get. Oop, let me go to properties. Where's the properties? I know. Here we go. Capture cursor. I don't need to capture the cursor. Thank you. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, there we go. Who is apologizing to who? She apologized so much, so just forgive her already. There's no reason anyone should ever need to apologize so much. I started to feel a bit annoyed at whoever was refusing to forgive her. No matter how bad the mistake, there's nothing that can be forgiven. There's no such thing as an irreparable mistake. You need just to be more careful next time. Still, she's apologizing even now. Then she really has done something that cannot be fixed. I have no idea what she has done, but if it can't be fixed, then all the more reason to forgive her. No matter how much she apologizes, nothing will change. But even so, she keeps apologizing in such a heartbreaking voice. Hey you, there's the one she apologizing to. Why don't you just go ahead and forgive her? She's apologizing in such a pathetic voice.
Keiichi, そろそろ着くぞ.
Keiichi, we're almost there. Oh, okay, so it's Japanese. Okay, yeah, I'll translate it just in case anyone's just still listening.
起きなさい.
Wake up. I was finally roused from my nap from my father's prodding. Oh. It seemed like the train had reached its final stop. We spent hours riding everything from the bullet train to the local routes. It was hard to believe that the landscape beyond the windows in the city I was in a half day ago were in the same country. No, that's the way. Wait, no, they were even far from the same era. From there, we take a car deeper into the mountains. Oh wow, this is really far in. Oh, so beautiful. The artwork is really nice. Past the dense forest encroaching the mountains road suddenly opened up. Oh. Oh. That is a really nice little village. Very beautiful. There, where I live now, Hinamizawa. Ooh. Higurashi when they cry. Ooh. Nice. Ah, the cicadas. I like cicada noises. They don't bother me that much. They're pretty nice. Even though we are approaching summer, the morning air is still frigid a bit. Although in exchange, you could fill your lungs up with a crisp, clean air. Flipping open the window, I greeted with a verandaed expanse. Nothing but trees. The neighboring house was far on the other side, so I was probably the only one enjoying that view and that air. I filled my lungs with another deep breath. Since I started leaving Hinamizawa, I learned that even air has its own taste. Oh, that's nice. That means it's nice and clean. No pollution, which is how it should be. I quickly finished getting ready for school and headed downstairs for breakfast. What's for breakfast? My mother was the only one there. My father was nowhere to be seen. He's probably up working up until the early morning. Dad has a rather unconventional job as a painter. Oh, a painter. Nice. It is such a laid-back profession. Get up when you want, sleep when you want, and work when you want. I was so jealous of the easygoing lifestyle. I even wrote for the school that I wanted to be a painter when I grew up. Dad was ecstatic about that. It was just because it looked easy. I never tell him that though. Painting can be it's not really not too easy to be honest, I don't think. Mom laid breakfast on the table. Seaweed, pickled vegetables, raw egg, and grilled salmon. Ooh, tasty. My mom was such a great cook. It was scary. How's that scary? I would be happy to. A perfect, immaculate, ideal breakfast. Like my dad, who doesn't even know the meaning of the word schedule. My mom never squandered any time or effort. She hummed a little tune as she brought over the miso soup. It seemed like she was in a great mood today. I'm so happy that you've been waking up early since we moved here, Kiichi. If I don't get up early, I didn't make it in time for your early breakfast. I thought it was being cute, responding with a wisecrack after being praised for being good. A bowl of rice, or will it be half will be enough? Pile it on. First, I savored the steaming hot rice with the seaweed. After that, I covered it with an egg. Between bites of rice, I enjoyed the crunch of the pickles. Not bad at all. Excellent as usual. Watching me clean my plate, Mom gave me a warm smile. I'm so happy you haven't skipped breakfast ever since we moved here, Kiichi. I was not a morning person when I lived in the city. I slept right until the last minute before school. I rarely ate breakfast. Boycotting the breakfast Bod made me each morning. That was probably the only way I could protest being forced to attend a cram school. I guess that's what you call my rebellious phase. I wouldn't so much look at breakfast she woke up early every day to make. That's bad, son. You should always eat your breakfast. I'm glad you're doing it now, though. If I could go back in time, I'd slap myself. At least you figured it out. Mindful of time, Mom rushed me along with a wide grin. Isn't it time to meet up with Rena-chan? Hurry! Mom really seemed to enjoy the fact that her son was going to school with a girl. Rena's one of my classmates. She really loves looking after people, coming to meet me every day without fail. The way I looked at it, a guy at my age walking to school with a girl was just like, not really, it's really not, but okay. But, well, keeping a classmate waiting for me every day wouldn't be very considerate. Seriously though, how long does Rena wait there for me every morning? Taking one last gulp of the miso soup, I raced for the door. Please thank Rena-chan for the pickles. Coming to think of it, those pickles weren't store-bought, were they? If I known that, I would have flavored them a bit more. Morning. Okay, time to go to school. Nice. Kiichi-kun. Ohayo. Good morning. Her cheerful greeting was as fresh as the morning itself. You're always so early. You should try sleeping in sometimes. If I sleep in, I'll keep you waiting. She's conscientious and such a good person. If that ever happens, I'll just leave you behind. Ichi, you're so cold. I've been waiting for you all the time. I'll leave you in the dust. Without looking back. Why are you so mean? Why? Rena had slight troubled look on her face. Toying with her was rather fun because of quickly her mood changed. I'm kidding. I'll be waiting for you. With those words, Rena seemed to be relaxed. Her face flushed bright red. Thank you. I'll wait forever until you come,
い
Rena.
つまでも。
No matter how long. Aw, very nice.
ずっと。
Forever? Rena turned bright red, steam rising from her head as her brain short-circuited. She especially weak to this sort of talk. It's quite rare to find someone this fun to tease.
レナはロマンスものの文庫本は読んだことあるか？
Have you read a romance novel, Rena?
ないよ。読んだことない。
Huh? I haven't. Never read any before. From that response, I gathered that she was interested in them, but was too embarrassed to actually buy one. Oh, come on, no, it's not embarrassing. I couldn't imagine what would happen if she did read one. She'd probably turn red and pass out.
そうそう。お袋から伝言。漬物サンキューでしたって。
Oh yeah, message for Mom. She says thanks for the pickles.
どういたしまして。
It was nothing. You're
どう
welcome.
だった？
How are they?
しょっぱくなかったかな？
Not too salty? They weren't that salty. Actually, they had a pretty light flavor to them. It would have been fine just to be honest and say they were good, but apparently I couldn't be that forthright.
その前に聞きたい。
I'd like to ask something before
あの
that.
漬物を漬けたのはレナか？
Were you the one to pickle them, Rena?
レナのお母さんか？
Or was it your mom?
なんで聞くんだろう。
Huh? Why do you ask?
しょっぱかった？
Or were they too salty? Her attitude completely changed as she began to panic frantically.
レナか？レナのお母さんか？
Was it you, Rena? Or was it your mom?
なんで作った人聞くんだろう。太郎。
Why are you asking who made them? Why?
どっちが作ったかで感想が著しく変わる。
Depending on who made them, my opinion of them might change drastically. Huh? She count frantically with her fingers, trying to remember the amount of salt she used to pickle them. It wasn't like I was trying to tease her, but I couldn't stop myself. Guys who take pleasure in this kind of thing are probably the worst. Guys like me. Well, yeah, that's true. You really shouldn't be teasing people. Rena nervously opened and closed her mouth over and over, trying to muster a response.
レナだけど。
It was me.
うまかった。
Delicious. Huh?
前回に続きなかなかだったぜ。
Pretty
飯
good.
との相性は最高だった。
Pretty good. Just like the last one. They went perfectly with rice. Her face went bright red again. She was completely spacing out. It truthfully was a lot of fun to tease her. I pray that Rena never gets taken advantage by some lowlife. Keep at it, Rena. I'll train you until you can handle it like an average person. Or so I decided for myself.
行こうぜ。ミオンを待たせるとあいつうるさいぞ。
Let's go. If we keep Mion waiting, we'll never hear the end of it. Seeing as she just keeps spacing out otherwise, I called Rena back to reality so we can make our way to school. This is strange. Easily flustered girl is Rena Rikugo. Rikugo? Hopefully I said that right. I've only known her for a month, but I came to realize it's not just her. That is strange. Oh. Are we going to school now? Ooh, the music.
みーちゃん、おはよ
Mi-chan, good morning. Coming up to the next rendezvous point, we saw another person waiting for us. Noticing us, she waved.
う。お、来た来た。遅いよ二人とも。
Ah, finally, you two are late.
いつも遅いのはお前の方だろ。
Usually you're the one that's late. In sharp contrast to diligent Rena, this one marched to the beat of her own drum. This is Mion Shinozaki. From what is worth, she's our senior and the head of the
お
class.
はようレナ。そしてケイちゃんお久しぶり。
Morning, Rena. And it's been a while,
何
Kei-chan.
年ぶりだっけ？
How many years?
2日しか休んでねえよ。
I was only off by 2 days.
そうだっけか？
You don't say.
前に会った時はこんなにちっちゃくて可愛かったのにな。
You're such a cute type the last time I saw you. Mion's gazed straight at my chest, then dropped straight down, focusing on the point between my legs. Hey. So she was saying that it was my crotch that was cuter back then? That's kind of weird, but okay. Before you ask, just to be clear, I've never actually showed it to her. Well, that's good. That's good. Don't do that. I've grown quite splendidly. You'd be surprised. Not only is he bigger, but he's even got a little mustache now. Being so engorged with energy every morning is quite the problem, though. I'll introduce you next time. Be sure to greet him properly. Don't say next time. Right now, it's just fine. How about letting the little guy get a little breath of fresh air? Morning air. Okay then. I don't think I've ever heard talk so dirty that you could smell it fouling up the morning air before. Yeah, that's a little too raunchy for the morning. Mion sure does act like an old man sometimes. Gotcha. Time for the big reveal. Hope you don't regret it. As my hand reaches my fly, Raina begins to rumble in panic, near panic. Hey, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Red-faced and flustered, Raina tried to play dumb, but it was obvious she knew exactly what we were talking about. Dang.
どうだった?
How was it?
久しぶりの都会はさ。
Seeing the city again. Mion switched gears, dropping the dirty talk and changing the topic to something more befitting and the pleasant morning.
葬式で行っただけだぜ。慌ただしいだけだったよ。
I only went for the funeral. I didn't have much
で
time.
さ、探しといてくれた?
So yeah, did you look for it?
頼んどいたやつ。
I think I asked you.
お前、人の話聞いてないだろ。
You're not listening at all.
俺は葬式で帰っただけだぜ。
I just came back from a funeral.
おもちゃ屋巡りをしてる余裕なんかなかったんだよ。
I didn't have time to look around in the toy stores.
おもちゃ屋とホビーショップは全然違うよ。
Toy stores, hobby shops are completely different, you know.
特に洋物、こっちじゃなかなか手に入らないからね。
It's really difficult to get Western stuff around here after all.
みーちゃんまたゲームの話?
Is this about games again, Mi-chan? Mio nodded proudly as Rena giggled.
そう、ケイちゃんに洋芸のカタログを持ってきてもらいたかったんだけどね。
Yep, I wanted Kei-chan to bring me back a Western Port catalog, you see? Western Port was short for Western Imported Games. Using the abbreviation didn't make it sound pretty geeky.
そんなのまた通販で取り寄せりゃいいじゃねえか。
You can just get them to send you one in the mail, can't you?
ま、そうするかな。
Well, guess I have to
ま
now.
たプレイングの熱いゲームを入荷するからね。
I'm going to get another game full of hot action.
今度は私にもわかりやすいゲームがいいな。
This time, I like a game that's easy to understand. Mion is a board and card game enthusiast, and I hear she collects quite a lot of different ones. According to Rena, Mion's room is kind of like a museum for domestic and foreign games.
俺にもわかりそうなゲームがあったらやらせてくれよ。
If there's a game you think I'll understand, let me play too.
いいよ。
Huh, of course.
ケイちゃんさえ良ければね。
If Kei-chan's
で
up
もうちら
for
の
it,
レベルは高いよ。
I should warn you though, we're pretty tough.
上等じゃねえか。
Just what I want.
俺だって遊び100番遅れを取るつもりはないぜ。
I'll play all sorts of games. I don't intend to lose.
じゃあ
Wow.
今度はケイチくんも仲間に加わるのかな
Then we'll let you in the group this time, I guess. Blustering with joy from head to toe, Rena looked back and forth between me and Mion. Mion gave her an affirmative wink, and her expression perked up even further.
男の子ってきっと外で遊ぶ方が好きだと思ってたから、ダメかと思ってたよ。
I thought boys preferred playing outside more, so I figured you wouldn't want to. Rena laughed happily. Aw. From such a friendly conversation, you wouldn't think I had moved here less than a month ago. I understood that they did all they could to make me a transfer student like me feel at home. I'll have to try harder to fit in so they won't feel like they haven't tried to make me feel welcomed. I feel like I was acting a bit more open than I usually am. This should probably be about right for this place. Oh. Ew, so this is a school. Nice. It's a nice little school. Hinamizawa was a really small village. Not only was there only one school, but there was only one class. The classes encompassed all different grades and ages. There was probably 30 students at different levels, and they all studied in the same class. I'm told not long ago, there used to be a bigger school building and they had actually separated classes. However, it seems something happened that made it become a single class. And now, it stayed that way out of tradition. I was shocked at first, but humans adapt pretty quickly. I've already gotten quite used to it. The sound of children playing started right from the morning. With such a lively mood, it felt more like a kindergarten than a proper school. Not that it was a bad thing. Oh, well, that's good. It's always nice to have a nice, decent-sized classroom. Mion, who had been walking in front of us up until then, suddenly let me take the lead, right in front of the classroom door. Oh, I think I remember this from the anime. I went to slide the door and enter the first room. Too bad I wasn't gonna fall for that again.
ここで先頭を譲るとはな。
To think you'll give up the lead here.
お手並み拝見ってことかよ。
You meant this to be a test my skills. Mion chuckled with a hearty smirk on her face.
どうしたの二人とも。
What is it, you guys?
下がってろレナ。危ないぞ。
Stay back, Rena. It's dangerous.
やつだ。
She's here.
じゃあ、さとこちゃんが
Then Sakako-chan is... Her name is Sakako Hoju. She was a disrespectful, imprudent, bossy kid. The way she talks was annoying, but it would be immature to get worked up just over that. The real problem was this.
見え見えの罠だな。引き戸の上に挟んだ黒板消し。
Quite the obvious trap. A blackboard eraser wedged in the door.
見え見えだぜ、サトコ。
It's too obvious, Satoko. A haughty laugh came from beyond the door.
お見事、ケイちゃん。こりゃ今回は勝負あったかな。
Excellent, Kei-chan. I guess it means that you win this
い
round.
や、相手はサトコだ。
No, this is Satoko we're talking
これ
about.
だけとは思えない。
I doubt this is it. After falling for such an intrusive trap since the day I transferred, I no longer let my guard down. Satoko lived to combine various traps that were simply there to bait you into the main one, traps that relentlessly keep you coming at you like a sadist Rube Goldberg machine. The list goes on. As well as being clever, they almost never misfire. When you least expect it, she strikes. Oh, so she's a master of pranks. No escape, no time to relax.
見たところ黒板消しは普通。
By the looks of it, this eraser's normal.
石とかは入れてないみたいだな。
No rocks or anything in it. I took a pretty heavy hit from the blackboard eraser loaded with rocks on my first day. That's a little too far
じ
for
ゃ
a
あさ、
prank.
じゃあさ、ガラガラって開けて
Bit
落と
too,
しちゃ
yeah,
えば
that
いいん
is
じゃ
really
ないか
dangerous.
な。
So then, why don't you just open the door and let it drop?
それだ。
That's what it is. That's what Satoko was after. Make me focus my attention upwards, so I lifted my head at the door. Oh, I wonder what's gonna happen. There are thumbtacks stuck to the sliding door handle with tape, a frightening trap. That is a little too excessive for a trap, to be honest. Thumbtacks on the door handle? Yeah, oh, jeez. That is very dangerous. A potent and terrifying trap. Concealed by using the blackboard
見
eraser.
事なコンボだ、サトコ。
An impressive combination, Satoko.
だが所詮はガキの浅知恵だったな。
But in the end, nothing more than the trivial machinations of a child. Assuring my victory, I threw open the door and stepped into the room. I don't think that's gonna be it. There's gonna be a third part, isn't there? I felt something strange at my ankle. It was similar to the sensation of a jump rope clenching my leg. Trap. What's that called? What was that thing called? Wire trap. Yeah, wire trap. But it's a rope trap this time. By the time I realized she had me hook, line, and sinker, it was already too late. I began to fall in almost a picturesque manner. Hey-chan, watch out! Instinctively reacting to Mion's shrill warning, I twisted my body in the air before I landed on the floor. Ow, ow, ow. An ink stone filled to the brim was placed right where I would have landed. I shuddered imagining the situation. I had landed square into it. It's her. My, what do we have here? Fair morning to you, Kichi-san. Aren't we lively this morning? Still sprawled in an awkward position, I greeted by a mocking voice.
一段とスペシャルなトラップワークになったじゃないか、サトコ。
That was quite a setup from your usual trap, Satoko. I haven't the faintest idea what you mean. You're quite unlucky this morning.
てめえ。ててててて。
You little... Ow. It seems I inadvertently sprained my back a little when I landed. Then better than landing on that inkstone. A small hand gently rubbed my head. Adrika. Pain, go away. A small, dainty hand continued to gently stroke my head. You didn't sprain your back or anything, did you? If you rub it like this, the pain disappears. I thought about asking how rubbing my head would help my back, but I didn't. Not much that I... Wait, it's not much about what you actually do. It's about the thought that counts.
ありがとな。リカちゃんのおかげで痛みが引いてきたぜ。
Yeah, thanks, Rika-chan. The pain's going away now. Aw, what a good girl. Yeah, Rika-chan, good morning. Good morning to you too, Rena. A good morning to all. Rena-chan greeted each of us with an adorable little bow. It was infectious. Rena, Mion, and all bowed back. What a nice class. You're such a good kid, Rika-chan.
それに比べてサトコは。
So much better than Satoko. I glared over her direction. Satoko was whistling while rather deliberately trying to avoid eye contact. I am the very model of a good girl.
いい子はこんな凶悪な罠は仕掛けないぞ。
A good girl wouldn't set those nasty traps. Nothing but lies and slander. Exactly, what proof? Wow. I picked up Satoko by the back of her collar. She looked like a misbehaved cat when I do this. But a cat wouldn't be setting traps. Yeah, I wouldn't be setting traps, no. That'd be rude. She's much harder to deal
ご
with.
めんなさいって言ってみな。
I am sorry. Try saying that.
言わないなら。
If you won't say it. I cocked my index finger into my thumb, letting it tremble as I brought it closer to Satoko's forehead. Oh, he's gonna flicker. I'm against violence. You don't even have proof.
言っとくが俺のデコピンはすごく痛い。
Just so you know, my forehead flick really hurts.
ベニヤくらいなら割る。
It can split plywood right in half. Stop! Get away from me, you beast!
人様が聞いたら誤解するような言い方をするんじゃねえ
Don't say that word. People will misunderstand. A small hand tugged on my back of my shirt.
圭一が2日間もお休みしたから寂しかったのです。
She's been lonely ever since you were gone for 2 days. Rika-chan, it really is just so... How could I do anything more after being told that? I gently released my grasp on Satoko, who at this point was on the verge of tears. She still has her eyes clumped shut as she braced herself for the forehead flick. Oh, you made her cry. Oh.
悔しくなんかないもん。
It doesn't bother me. Oh, poor thing.
泣いちゃダメです、さとこ。
You mustn't cry, Satoko.
ないと、です。
Keep fighting! Yeah! Rika gently patted the head of her prankster friend. You would never guess those two were the same age. I think Satoko learned a thing or two or a million from Rika.
今度はもっとすごい罠を仕掛けなさいですよ。
Next time, set even more amazing traps. Wait a minute. Did you just kind of semi-confess that she did do that? As she observed the scene, Reina's expression grew ecstatic and she began to swoon.
さとこちゃん泣いている。
Ah, Satoko-chan is crying.
いいよ。
Ooh, cute. Aww.
持ち帰っちゃダメだからね。
You can't take her home.
だってこんなに可愛いよ。
Oh, but they're so cute.
どんなに可愛くてもダメなの。
You can't, no matter how cute they
で
are.
もちょっとくらいなら。
But
ダメかな。
but just for a bit is fine. Is fine? Reina keeps the cutesy face even as outrageous ideas spew from her mouth. According to Mion, Reina is ridiculously weak to cute things and always tries to take them home. Object or person.
物もまずいが誘拐はもっとまずいぞ。
Stealing's bad, but abducting people is even worse.
諦めろ。
Give it up.
じゃあ見てるだけだよ。
Then I just look. Just looking.
それならいいよね。
That should be fine, right? Right? Reina swooned over Sakato crying for him. Oh. Yeah. If a girl ever goes missing in Hinozawa, I'll be forced to turn Reina into the authorities. Forgive me, Reina. I guess you'd be prime suspect number 1. I'll be sure to bring you care packages when they put you away.
先生来たよ。
Teacher's coming.
早く片付ける。
Quickly, clean everything
さ
up.
とこ、すずりあんたのでしょ。
Let's that inkstone is yours, right? Just from Mio's single statement, the entire mood of the room shifted back to normal. The inkstone was bad, but the thumbtack stuck up door handle were an even bigger problem. I pulled the tape carefully, making sure not to screw myself. Even though Satoko was the one who set it up, everyone had to pick up after her, unfortunately. By the time the teacher entered the room, the bell lamp from before had been nearly tidied up.
間に合ったね。
Ah, we made it in time.
起立。
Raise attention. Mion gave the morning commands. Alright, this is pretty nice. Nice story so far. The difficulty being the teacher for all these different grades in one classroom. She has to teach something different to each one. But naturally, she ends up spending her entire time with the younger kids. Reina, Mion, being the highest grade in the class, ended up mostly doing self-study. I even ended up helping the teacher, the young kids, help teach the younger kids, so it seems like they can never get their own studies. They're actually way behind where my studies have progressed to. As a result, I'm pretty much taking over for the teacher and helping Reina and Mion with their studies.
ケイチ君はお勉強教えるのうまいね。
A pretty good teacher, Kichi-san.
わかりやすいよ。
Easy to understand. Raina took a breather after finishing highlighting an important
教え
section.
る端から自信がなくなるよ。
Teaching is making me lose confidence.
自分の理解の浅さがわかるな。
It makes me aware of how shallow my understandings of the subject is. Oh, don't put yourself
人
down.
に教えるには3倍理解してなければならないって言うしね。
They say that to teach someone something, you need to understand it backwards and
ケイ
forwards.
ちゃんもうちらに教えながら同時に復習もできてるわけなんだよ。
So while you're teaching us, you're going to go down on your own pace. In contrast, this person over here is quite the laissez-faire of things. For one, isn't she supposed to be the higher grade than
ミ
me?
ヨンさ、一言じゃないぞ。
Look, Mion, this is for your own good.
真剣にやんないとまずいぜ。こん
If
な
you
レベ
don't,
ルじゃ。
if you don't take things seriously, there'd be trouble later on with those marks.
別に進学校を目指すわけでもないし、
It's not like I'm aiming to go to a prestigious school.
受験に必要なそこそこができてりゃ十分十分。
I'll be fine as long as I pick up where I need to know for the entrance exams a little at a time. Her staunch defiance was really something else. Oh. This was a different type of relaxed than someone who already knew what was going to be on the entrance exams.
みーちゃん、ケイチくんが頑張って教えてくれるんだからさ。
Mi-chan, Kichi-kun is doing his best to teach us.
私たちも頑張ろうよ。
We need to try harder too.
レナは素直ないい子だな。
You're such a good and honest kid, Rena.
先生がきっといい学校に進学させてやるからな。
I'll make sure you guys get accepted into a good school. Yeah, get them to good schools.
ありがとう。
Thanks so much.
レナには特に教えてやるからな。
Especially you, Rena.
二人きりでプライベートレッスンだぞ。
Private lessons, just the two of us.
プライベートレッスン。
Private lessons? A puff of smoke shaped like a halo popped out of Rita's head. Exactly what kind of private lessons is she fantasizing about that's making her turn so red? We're just gonna study, that's all. I don't know what you're thinking. Like, we're gonna teach her history, math, and stuff like that, but I don't know what you're thinking, Raina-chan. I'd like to hear the play-by-play of it next time. Mion, while flipping through her vocabulary flashcards, threw out a casual
都会
question.
じゃさ、こんなに勉強しなきゃいけないわけ？
So, in the city, do you have to study this
こ
much?
の程度はできないと進学できないね。
If you don't know as much as you... Wait, if you don't know at least this much, you can't even get into university.
進学できないから勉強するわけ？
So, you study just to get to a university?
まあ、
Well,
平たく言えばそうなるな。
yeah, basically.
将来役に立たないのは承知で。
While knowing this stuff won't ever come in handy in the
こ
future,
っちじゃあさ、出席日数が足りてりゃみんな進学できるんだよ。
out here you could get into university as long as your attendance is good enough. Wow, that's a little too easy. Just showing up at school and bam, here you go. You're welcome to the university. You're bad at this grade? Yeah, that's okay. You have good attendance. You're in, come on. Wow, easy streak.
そうなのか？
Really? Study equals entrance exams. Having the basic law of universes so easily overturned sent me into a state of shock. Yeah,
そうかもね。
that's right.
試験で振り落とさなきゃならないほど人もいないし。
There aren't really enough people around here to warrant weeding out them with an entrance exam.
誰でも進学できるならさ、そんなにガリガリとやることもないんじゃない？
If anyone can get into university, then there's no need to be all uptight about this stuff, right?
まあそうだけど、でも一般常識程度にはできた方が。
Well, it's true, that is true, but you should at least know stuff that's common
おじ
knowledge.
さんはそんな無駄な勉強に時間をかけるよりさ、
This old geezer thinks that instead of wasting time studying pointlessly,
この思春期の貴重な時間をもっと有意義に過ごすために使うべきじゃないかなと考えるわけよ。
you should spend your precious teen years doing more meaningful things. It was too profound of a statement to simply laugh off. But since it was Mion, I probably didn't want to actually have a deep meaning. I guess. But man, getting into college just for attendance was pretty nice. In the place of a chime, the sound of the principal waving a handbell drifts through the classroom.
ケイちゃん、おしまいおしまい。
Kei-chan, we're done. We done.
楽しいランチタイム。
It's a wonderful lunchtime. Oh, lunchtime already? Dang. I'm a bit peckish. Yeah, let's go get something to eat. In a complete 180 from her unmotivated state, Mion gave the command that single-handedly ended the morning period.
ケイチくん、お昼にしよう。
Keiichi-kun, let's have some lunch. I might have been making a very troubled face. Rena smiled brightly at
よ
me.
っしゃ
All right,
飯にするか
let's eat. All right, what are we having for lunch? I'm hungry. Let's see. What do we bring? There seems to be different cliques even within the class. Most of them were divided by gender and age, but our group was different. Our ages were different and we had both boys and girls. But we weren't reserved around each other. This level of openness makes a transfer student like me pretty happy. Rena and Mion pushed their desks together so they can face each other. At the same time, Satsuko, Rinka-chan are slowly lugging their desks over as well.
ケイチくん、
One big table.
早く早く。
Kate-chan, hurry, hurry! Rena waved her chopsticks in an unrefined manner, trying to hurry me along. Unless everyone was together, they wouldn't even open their lunchboxes.
ケイチさんのお弁当は耳ちく日の丸弁当に決まってますわ。
Keiichi-san's lunchboxes is most assuredly measly rice and seaweed.
恥ずかしがらずにお見せなさいな。ほらほら。
Why don't you show us? Come on now. Even though Sadako was hurling insults at me, she still wouldn't open the lid to her lunchbox until I was there. I pulled out my lunchbox swiftly and dragged my chair over to join her
お
the
お待
circle.
たせ
Hey, sorry for keeping you waiting. Oh, we
では、
like to eat lunch
委
together.
員
That's
長
nice.
の号令でいただきますです。
Well then, representative me, please give the signal to start. At first, this was kind of embarrassing, but I got used to it pretty fast. At this point, I probably wouldn't even open my lunchbox if someone else was too slow. Our ages, genders may all be different, but we're all friends. Oh, good friendship.
いただきます。
Let's eat! Sound of the five little part chorus echoed beautifully throughout the classroom. Really though, I've gotten pretty used to this group of all girls. Of course, there are other boys in the class, but they're all a lot younger, so they were scared to approach me. Well, that's to be expected. Younger boys seem older boys as scary. Compared to the girls, well, at least these girls aren't picky. We all put the side dish in the middle where everyone is free to pick at them. I thought girls wouldn't mind sharing a meal with a guy, so I was a bit flustered joining in. However, Mio noticed that and teased me quite a bit. As the fruit of my efforts, question mark. I can now reach over and take sides from anyone's lunch.
あらあら、ケイチさんのお弁当は今日は大奮発ではございませんこと？
My, isn't Sir Kichi's lunch extravagant today?
あらあらさとこさんのお弁当こそ大奮発ですこと
My, isn't it Madam Sakoto's lunch extravagant as
煮
well?
物がしっくていい感じですわ
The stewed stuff has a nice look to it, rather trendy. Buying into fights that Sadako was starting, and our chopsticks walked in and across counter, stabbing into each other's lunches.
ビミ
My, how delicious!
お里芋がいい感じだぞ
Oh, this taro's good.
煮物は冷めててもうまいよな
The stewed stuff is good too, even cold. After seeing the happy face, Rinka expressions broke into a little
ゆうべ
smile.
の夕食の煮物少し取っておきましたですよ。
I saved this from dinner last night. By the way, Sakoto and Rinka-chan's lunches are always the same. It seems that Rinka makes it for both of them every day. Oh, that's nice of her to do. Rinka-chan made this
こ
too?
いつはお袋の味クラスだよな
This tastes like mom's home cooking. I was oddly impressed. The carrots... Wait, rosettes? Weren't from the mold, they were done by hand with a knife. That's not easy to do.
リカちゃんって何気にそういうの得意なんだよな。
I guess Rika-chan's just good at this sort of
お
thing.
裁縫とかお洗濯とかも上手なの。
She's really good at sewing lunch and stuff like
す
that.
ごいよね。
Amazing, right? That is really amazing. I'm proud of her to be able to do all that stuff. That's
す
amazing.
っごいよね。
Right, it is amazing, isn't it right, people? Chat? And that's really amazing.
リカはいろいろとすんごいんですのよ。
Rika is quite exponential in many ways. Oh, ho, 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 ho,
お
ho.
前が威張ることじゃねえ。
That's nothing for you to boast about.
僕よりレナの方がお料理は上手です。
Reina's actually a better cook than I am. Really? She is? Oh, that's cool.
その、
Well, you know. It seems that the topic of conversation switched to Rena when she wasn't expecting it, making her blush and trip over her words. Rena's lunches really were the star of the table. Not only did it look good, it tasted good. Everyone else's pulled from lunchbox
こ
constantly.
れ前に評判良かったからいっぱい作ってみたの。
Everyone liked this one so much before, so I made a lot
美味
this
しいか
time.
な？かな？
It's good, I hope. I hope.
かなり合格点。あ、ミオ、お前取りすぎだよ。
It's got high marks from me. Ah, Mio, you're taking too much. Knocking Mio's chopsticks aside, I reached out trying to secure my own portion. Makoto and Rika-chan reached over at the same time, and a struggle ensued. Everyone shoved in a mouthful after mouthful, while praising it, and Rena's lunch box was soon empty. It was kind of bad that no one thought to leave any for Rena, but Rena seems rather satisfied as she looked on.
いか
Aww.
がかしら？
At least
レ
she's
ナさん
okay
と
with
てもお料
sharing.
理が上手ですことよ。
How'd you like it? Isn't Rena's an extraordinary good cook
ケイ
too?
チさんとは大違いですの。
Quite different from Keiichi-san.
だからお前が威張ることじゃねえだろ。
I said that's nothing for you to boast about.
さとこだってケイちゃんと変わらないじゃんよ。
You're not much different from Kei-chan, Satoko.
あんたブロッコリーとカリフラワーの区別つくようになったわけ？
Can you tell a difference between broccoli and cauliflower yet? Oh. Satoko's face went pale.
おいおい、ブロッコリーとカリフラワーの違いなら俺だってわかるぜ。
Hey, even I can tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower, you know?
わかりますもの。
Of course I can. I really can. It's really hard for her to lie. Oh, poor thing.
ケイチくん、どっちでも茹でてマヨネーズかけると美味しいじゃない？
Keiichi-kun, both taste good when they're boiled and topped with mayo, right? Broccoli and cauliflower with mayo? I never tried that before. Does it actually taste good? Has anyone actually tried that? Interesting.
いじめちゃかわいそうだよ。みーちゃんも。
You shouldn't be picking on her, Mi-chan, too. Rina hurriedly tried to follow up, but Mion laughed haughtily as she drew closer to Satoko.
まあまあ家庭科の授業ってことで。じゃあさとこ、これは？
Well, let's just pretend a little home ec lesson. Now then, Satsuko, what's this? Mion lifted her chopstick between them with a piece of green stuff wrapped in bacon. Oh,
でもそ
bacon.
れアスパラ。うん。
We can't give her the answer. But that's Mion made eye contact with me in 3 seconds, or 0.3 seconds. I had Rinka-chan's mouth covered. Holding a piece of bacon-wrapped asparagus and giving her 2 choices. She's pretty terrible.
その黄色が
Well,
カリフラワー。うん。緑がカリフラ。
the yellow one is cauliflower. No, wait, the green one's cauliflower. I thought cauliflower was white. Well, I guess it can be kinda yellow depending on if you have butter. That's usually white. And of course the green one's broccoli.
さあどっちだ？
So which?
多分黄色がブロッコリーで青がカリフラワー。うん。でも緑はその。
Probably the yellow one's broccoli. Yellow broccoli? I guess technically, if it's not really good broccoli, it can be a bit yellow. But it's usually green. But okay. The blue one is cauliflower. Since when is cauliflower blue? Okay. But the green one is,
本当にどっちか分かってる
do you really know which
降参し
it
た方
is?
が良くない
How about you give up? I expect no less from the class representative, the oldest. The way she drives people in the corner just shows how much experience she has. This is just a hunch, but being brought into Shinozaki's household must be quite the
わか
ordeal.
りますも
I do know.
の。わかるもん。
I really do.
じゃあ答えなよ
Then answer the question.
わかるもん。
No, she's gonna cry again. No, you made her cry. Oh, poor thing. I know. She finally broke down and started crying. When she acts like this, she actually starts to seem her age. Oops, sorry.
かいよ
How so cute. Reina entered a state of euphoria as Satoko bawled her eyes out. Reina was in a state of bliss as she rubbed her cheeks against Satoko's head and smothered her. Really, a very content face. One wouldn't care if the world ended right then. It was that kind of smile.
レナミオンさんがいじめるんですの。
Reina, Mimi's picking on me.
かい
Aww.
かい
Cute.
大丈夫だよ。レナお姉ちゃんが悪い人たちはやっつけちゃうからね。
It's okay. Reina Oni-chan will take care of all those bad people who tease my little sister. Oh, dang. Oh. Fist boom bam. It was like a flash of lightning.
今一体
Oh,
何が
dang. Reina punch. What was that just now? Both of Reina's fists shot out at supersonic speed, striking Mion and me squarely in our faces. Before we knew it, Mion and I were sprawled spread eagle on the floor, staring up at the ceiling with matching welts on our
姉
faces.
ちゃんは食らうの初めてだよね
This is the first time you got one, right?
今日のはまだ甘い方
Today she went easy on us.
甘いってこれよりまだ上があるってのかよ
Easy? You mean there's something harder than this? With that, Mio and I both slumped our heads back to the floor in unison. From now on, I'll be careful when I'm within striking distance of Rena. Dang, fists of fury.
ほらさとこちゃん、やっつけちゃったよ。
See, Satoko-chan? I took care of them.
かい
Cute.
お持ち帰りしたい。
Oh, Rena. I want to take you home. Making sure Rena couldn't see it, Satoko snuck her tongue out at us. Damn it all, using Rena like a puppet. Reika-chan massaged our bruises without saying a word. Oh, dang. Oh, looks like lunch period's over. Lunch period is over. No matter what day had held, the last school bell always comes to an end soon. Our shadows stretched off into the distance.
ねえケイチくん、明日はさ、何か予定とかあるかな
Hey, Kichi-kun, tomorrow, do you have any plans or anything?
Eh?
Huh? It was such a direct question from Rena. I involuntarily blushed, I think. If it was a date, then wouldn't that do you more subtle? Rena saw me lost for words and realized I had misunderstood and turned red as well.
違うの、そういうのじゃなくて、
No, I didn't mean it like that, you see. So apparently that wasn't what she meant. But since it's always fun to make Rena... Right, it's always fun when Rena's in a panic. I went along with it just a little
な
longer.
んだそういうのじゃないのかよ
Oh, really? Is that what you meant that way? Uh-huh. Playing it up, I slumped my shoulders. Vain dejection.
なんでがっかりしてるんだろう、太郎。
Kei-chan, why are you so disappointed? Why?
兄ちゃん。
Nii-chan? Unable to hold it any longer, Neon slapped me on the back.
そういう攻め方はおじさん知らなかったわ。
I see. This old geezer never knew that you could push your buttons like that. Aw, they're really good friends, aren't they?
何なの？
Huh? What is it? Mion was rolling on the floor, clutching her stomach while Reina flailed around, completely bewildered. I couldn't help but start laughing as well. Feeling just a bit of guilty, I ruffled Reina's hair.
嘘、ごめん、冗談。悪かったよ。
Kidding, sorry, it was a joke. That's my fault. She really is a cute one.
冗談ってどこからだろう、どこからだろう。
A joke? Since when? Since when?
あ、途中から。
About halfway through.
途中から？って
Halfway?
ことはケイちゃん、最初の真っ赤になったのはあれ演技じゃないんだ。
So, Kei-chan, that's what you weren't acting when you blushed at the start?
それって。
Huh? That means it was only a moment lapse, but there was no way Neon would let such a delectable detail slip her by.
いや、その。
I think. Well, you see. Saying anything more was also a bad idea. In my bewildered state, I started to slip further into an unfavorable position. After that, Mion continued to tease me about it for a while. Oh.
で、明日が暇だと何なんだよ、レナ。
So, why are they asking him free tomorrow? Oh, dang, 2 bots, dang. That's a 2 bot attacks, dang. Wow. Right? Is that what it said? Yep. Dang, double bot viewers, dang. Why does bots always have to come around? Really annoying. Alright, clear the chat. Clear the chat. There we go. Alright. I'm getting really tired of these bots advertising really useless stuff. Don't need any of that stuff. But 2 in a row, dang. Anyway, where was I? So, were you asking if I'm free tomorrow, Rena?
何の話だっけ？
Huh? Oh, what were you talking about? It had been such a long that Rena had forgotten. That's how long Mion had teased me.
ケイちゃんさ、まだこのひなみ沢一人じゃ回れないでしょ？
It's just that, Kei-chan, you probably couldn't find your way to Hinamizawa by yourself yet, can you? That is true. I hate to say it, but if you blindfold me and spun me around 3 times like we're playing pin the tail on donkey, I wouldn't be able to tell up from down here.
そうだな。街へ行くのと学校へ行く以外はまだ自信ないな。
Yeah, I don't think I know how to get out anywhere besides back and forth from school.
そうそう。それでね、明日ね、みーちゃんとレナでお散歩しながら、ケイチくんにひなみ沢を案内してあげようよってことになって。
Yes, so you see tomorrow, we were thinking that Mi-chan and I could escort you to Hinamizawa and show you around. That would be godsend, frankly. I was so happy about the offer.
もちろん行くでしょ？
You'll come, of course, right?
暇ならな。
If I'm free.
女の子が誘ってんじゃん。
You're being invited by a girl, you know.
暇ならな。
If I'm free. Oh, come on
どうせ
now.
暇なんでしょ？
You'd probably be free anyway.
暇ならな。
If I'm free. I was being stubborn as to not give a clear answer yes or no. Even though I thought it was a godsend, I'm too much of a scamp to say it up front.
ケイチくん、暇じゃないのかな？この。
Kate-kun, are you not free, perhaps? Perhaps? Well, Mion and I had a rather sour back and forth. Rena peeked over at me hastily. Feared I'd been a bit too rough on her. I just gave in.
すまん。許せ、ごめん。
Sorry, forgive me. I should apologize.
暇だ。
I am free.
よかった。
Great. The trepidation disappeared from Rena's face and blossomed into a smile. Aw, that's good to see.
おうおう。
Hey now, hey
ミ
now.
オンさんとレナさんじゃ随分と温度差がありますじゃん。
Seems like there's quite a difference between how cold you are to me compared to Rena, isn't there? It seems Mion didn't care for how rude I was to her compared to how quickly I agreed with Rena. But her being annoyed was also very interesting. So we pushed Rena forward, speeding up our pace to leave Mion
行こう、レ
behind.
ナ。
Let's go, Rena.
明日は二人っきりで出かけような。
Maybe it
嫌
should
味な
just be
ミ
the
オンは置い
no,
てって。
maybe let's go, Rena. Maybe it should just be the two of us tomorrow. Leave old grumpy Mion behind.
ケイチくんがそれでいいなら。
Huh? Well, if Kiji-kun is okay with that, then
案内しようって提案したのは私。しかとすんな前原圭一。
I'm the one who came up with the idea to take him around. Don't ignore me. Keiichi,
二
Marabara.
人きりでピクニック嬉しい
I
な。
think I said it.
弁当は持ってくか、レナ。
It'd be great for the two of us to go on a picnic together. Should we bring a basket, Rena?
お弁当いるならレナ作っちゃおうかな。
If we're bringing a basket, I'll make all the food. Maybe.
レナもしかとすんな。二人がラブラブだって村中に回覧板を。
Don't you ignore me too, Rena. I'll put out a village-wide circular saying that you two disappeared into a hotel district together. Oh, punch.
じゃあレナ今日は早く帰ってお
I wonder
弁当の準備
who
す
got
るね。
punched. Well then, I'm going home right now and start making
明日
it.
が楽しみ。じゃあねケイチくんにみーちゃんさようなら。
Tomorrow's gonna be so fun. Later, Kichi-kun, Mi-chan, bye. Aww. Rena bounced off like she was walking on the moon. After the dust settled, all that was left was me standing next to Mion, sprawled onto the ground. Oh, so Mion got hit. Poor Mion. Ah, poor thing. There was a welt on her face. Oh,
大丈夫
dang.
か。
Are you alright?
ミオンとレナの立ち位置。2メートルは離れてたはずだぞ。
There was over 2 meters between you guys.
あんたが来て以来、切れ味は増す一方。
Since you came, they've become sharper.
おじさん身が持たないわ。
This old geezer's body can't handle it. Maybe it'd be easier if you stopped saying stuff like that make Reina wants to hit you. Or else they will be ended up being Mion's slapstick comedy hour. If that happened, the results might go feral.
くじけるなよ、
Oh.
ミオン。レナのジャブを見切れるのはお前しかいない。
Don't feel bad, Mion. You're probably the only one who can dodge her jabs.
私は膝じゃないかと思ってんだけどね。
It felt like it was her knee, though. Could be that we're hanging around with an rival martial artist master. Maybe someday we'll see her debut in an extreme contest.
レナ
But
には負けられないぞ。ミオンも鍛えてリベンジだ。
you can't lose to Rena. You need to train up and have a rematch.
ケイちゃんがしてよ。おじさんは応援してる。
Kei-chan, you should. This old geezer will root for you. Mion and I reaffirmed our determination to discover a way to counter Rena's infallible technique. Oh yeah, we gotta figure out how to counter her punches and kicks. And lead punch, you know, all those things. She's too much of a martial artist. We need a counter attack. But this was nice. Oh hey, new tip. Tips acquired. Were mixed grade and something else. Welcome to Hinamizawa. Oh, I guess we made it to a midway point, I guess. I'm going to save them. Save, since it's giving me the option. Yes. And oh, this is the end of chapter 1. Oh, that's cool. We made it to chapter 1. I guess we could see the tips real quick. Let's see. we're in a mixed grade? What is this? I guess we can check this out.
レナってさ、俺と同い年だったよな。
So Rena, we're in the same age.
そうだよ。
Yeah, that's right.
干支も同じだよね。
We're in the same zodiac animal too. Hey now, it would be weird if we were the same age, but not the same zodiac animal. What?
そんなことないよ。誕
which
生日
zodiac
の
animal
違い
are
があ
you
れ
then?
ば年齢が同じでも干支が違うこともあり得るって。
That's not true. If your birthday isn't the same, you can't have different animals, even if you're the wait. If your burden isn't the same, then you can have different animals, even if you're the same age. Really? Oh, since we're talking about the zodiac animals, what's everyone's zodiac animal? Mine's a dog. I was born in the year of the dog. I know, pretty weird, right? I'm a cat, but I'm also a dog. Apparently, born in the year of the dog.
あれ？あ、そうか。
Oh, I see.
ミオン、頭いいじゃないか。
Mion, you're pretty smart. Aww.
ところで、ケイチくんは何月生まれなのかな？
What month were you born, by the way, Kiji-kun?
レナは7月なんだよ。
I'm July. Rena smirked and puffed with pride. Hey now, what's the meaning of this? I think they just want to know your birthday. She's not planning to be all high and mighty if her birthday's all wee bit sooner than mine, is she?
だが諦めろ。
Don't even.
俺に誕生日で挑もうったって無駄なことだ。
It's impossible to challenge me by my
な
birthday.
んならどっちが年上か罰ゲーム付きで勝負してもいいぜ。
I wouldn't even mind you if I bet $1 per month. Huh? Huh?
なんでだろう？
Why?
なんでだろう？
Why? Rena panicked as she suddenly being challenged to a wager. Given how panicked she is, I'm certain she doesn't have much allowance left this month. Oh no. I guess she either A, doesn't have that much allowance to begin with, or B, she spent it all. It's just sending her into a panic about something as simple as a birthday is so fun. I can't help myself.
ってことはケイちゃん、ひょっとして4月生まれ？
So that means you're both born in April, Kei-chan.
そういうこったな。
Right
残念だ
on.
な、レナ。
Too bad, Rena.
俺、もうとっくにレナより年上なんだよ。
I'm already older than Rena.
へえ、そうなんだ。
Oh, I see.
じゃあ、みーちゃんと同い年なんだね。
Then you're the same age as me-chan.
まあほんの何ヶ月かはね。すぐにまた差を開いてあげるけどさ。
Well, if it's just a few months, then the gap will open up again soon enough. Mion snickered through her nose. Hey now, that's not something to get all high and mighty about. You talk, huh?
そういえば、
Or something.
ミオンって上級生なんだよな。
Now that you mention it, you're a higher grade, right, Mion?
下級生の方が燃えるってんなら、今日から下級生ってことでもいいけど。
If you're into underclassmen, then I can be an underclassman for now on.
みーちゃん、よくわかんないこと言ってる。
Mi-chan, you're not making any sense to me. Yeah, I don't understand it either. By seeing Rena's blushing face, you could tell how she knew exactly what she meant by it, though.
で、サトコとリカちゃんが下級生と。どころか、学校が違うくらいの下級生だよな。
And Satoko, Rika-chan are underclassmen. Their grades is so different that they should be in a different school, shouldn't they?
ケイチくんは、ちょっと好みの年齢が低すぎると思うな。思うな。
What? Okay, Kei-chan-kun, your tastes are a bit too young. I think, what are you talking about? We're just talking about how they're younger. And they should be at a different school. Get your mind out of the gutter. You're not making any sense yourself, Rena. I'll grab onto her head and scruff it up a bit. Head pat. Head pat, head pat. Oh, stop it. Oh.
前から思ってたんだけどさ、なんでこの学校ってクラスが学年混在なんだ？
I was wondering about it before. Yeah, I was wondering why this school has different years all mixed up.
教室の数が足りないからだよ。仕方ないじゃん。
There aren't enough classrooms, can't help
営
it.
林署の建物を間借りしてんだからさ。
This building's being rented from the forestry services after all. Oh, really? Wow. Okay. When she says it like that, it makes sense. I've thought our school was strange for a while now. Yeah, it is a bit strange. They're renting it from the forestry service, which is pretty strange. You'd think at least a dedicated building just for school. But they're renting it. Okay, well, I guess that's fine. The schoolyard is gravel, and the rooms aren't for classes, and there's some strange sort of construction machinery parked there. Yeah, I've been wondering, why is that thing there? Like some sort of truck? Plow? I don't know. Some sort of machinery, that's for sure.
なんで借りてるんだよ。本当の学校はどうしちゃったんだよ。
Why is it being borrowed? What happened to the real school?
戦前からずーっと立ってたらしいからね。老朽化でね。
There is one forever. There was one here forever from before the war. It got dilapidated.
廃校ってわけよ。
They closed it down. It was probably a grand old
まあ
schoolhouse.
それで生徒は町の学校に通うことになったんだけどさ。そうでしょ
Well, because of that, the students would have attended the school in the city. That's pretty far, you know.
どこの学校だったの？
Which school would it be?
沖宮の駅前通りを抜けて病院に曲がって小児科の向かいに学校あるのわかる？
Did you know there's a school if you pass by the Okinamiya? I think that's how you pronounce it. Okinamiya train station. Turn the hospital and head towards the pediatrics department.
遠いよ。
What? So far? I couldn't tell where that was located, but I understood it was pretty far from Rana's reaction.
まあそんなわけでさ。
Well, that's why.
沖宮の学校に通いたくない連中はこうして営林署の建物を間借りした仮校舎に通ってるってわけさ。
The guys that didn't want to commute to Okinamiya rented out the building from the forestry service and attended this pseudo schoolhouse here.
ひなみ沢の子供の半分くらいかな。朝早くに自転車で通ってる子たちも結構いるよ。
About half the children in Hinamizawa go here, and there's quite a lot of kids that come here on bike.
まあこんなはちゃめちゃな学校に通ってたら進学校とかはちょっと無理だろうからね。
Well, since they're all attending this really messed up school, it might be pretty hard for them to get to a higher education. Oh, that's not good.
そ
Don't
ん
say
なこと
that.
ないよみーちゃん。ちゃん
Exactly,
と頑
that's
張
not
れ
true.
ばどこでだってお勉強はできるよ。
That's not true, Mi-chan. If you study properly, you can go anywhere you
お
want.
そうだぞそうだぞ。レナとは意見が一致したな。
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I totally agree with Rena on this one. Yeah, I agree too.
そうだね、そうだね。
Yeah, that's right. That's
頑
right.
張ろう。
Let's try our best.
せいぜい頑張ってくださいな。おじさんはささやかに応援しとりますわ。
All of you try your best. This old man will be rooting for you.
俺たちがじゃないぞ。
Not just us.
お前
You
受験生だろ。
You should be preparing for exams, shouldn't you?
こんな成績じゃお先真っ暗だぞ。
Your future is bleak with grades like these.
いいもんいいもん。路頭に迷ったら永久就職してケイちゃんに食わせてもらうから。
It's just fine. If I get stuck, then I'll just meet Java K-chan, as he works forever.
永久就職ってなんだろう、なんだろう。
What do you mean, Muchov K-chan? What do you mean? It could mean many things.
うるさいですよ。
One, it could be that she wants to marry him. Two, she doesn't want to be his roommate. Three, she doesn't want to be living with him, but she still wants him to pay for everything. One of those three options, probably. Hey, you're being too loud.
自習は静かに。
Be quiet during self-study. The teacher yelled at all three of us. It was completely our fault. Satoko. Yeah, I keep forgetting Satoko. Saw it in shortly, haftily. I stuck my tongue at her in response. And it's just as Mion says, the school has nothing to do with higher education, but it makes sure that with having lots of valuable things over other schools don't. Aww. Aw, that's nice. Ooh. Alright. So let's see. We don't have school uniform. Yeah. Alright, let's do this one. Then we're probably gonna call it a night. It's only June, but it's already so hot. Oh, I feel ya. June was like not too long ago. But it's still hot. I don't like the heat. I want fall to be here already. I could hear the Higurashi outside chirping. Nee. And at night, there's mosquitoes. Oh, mosquitoes. I hate mosquitoes too. They're terrible. I'd rather have cicadas chirping. At least cicadas. Listen to that cicada. So nice. This might as well be summer already. My only salvation was that mornings were still cool. I wish my mornings were cool. It's pretty hot over here. Summer, I do declare. Satoko was flipping her skirt loudly. Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. You shouldn't be doing that. That's pretty unladylike. Yeah, it is very unladylike. Never do that. You can do that, but only in your private of your own room when you're alone, but don't do it in front of people. No. Even if she was a little brat, she was still a little girl.
ケイチさんはワイシャツ1枚で涼しそうですわね。羨ましいですわ。
Kei-chan doesn't seem quite cool with just a single button-up shirt. I'm so jealous.
俺から見りゃスカートのサトコの方が涼しそうだよ。こ
From
の
how
時期のズボンがどれだけ暑いか女のお前にはわかるまい。
From how I see things, the skirt you're wearing looks like it would be much more cooler. A girl like you wouldn't understand. Wearing jeans during this season is how steamy the crotch gets. Oh, I guess that's true.
暑いって。
Hey, Rena, get your mind out of the gutter. It gets steamy? Oh. This girl's gone from imagining something indecent. Yeah, get your mind out of the gutter, Rena.
レナの夏服は涼しそうな色合いがいいよな。見てるこっちも涼しくなる。
Rena's summer clothes have nice refreshing color. It feels cooler just looking at them. I know, her uniform is beautiful. I like it.
ありがとう。
It's nice. Yeah, thank you.
本当に涼しいんだよ。
They really do feel pretty cool.
私もレナさんみたいな涼しい夏服が良かったですわね。
I do wish my summer clothes were breezy as Rena's.
でも、さとこちゃんの夏服ワンピースですっごい可愛いし、レナはさとこちゃんの夏服着てみたいな。
But Satoko-chan, your summer clothes are so cute. Being one piece and all, I'd like to wear your summer clothes.
これ結構蒸しますわよ。絶対にレナさんの方が涼しいですわ。
It's actually quite stuffy, you know. I do believe that what you're wearing would be much more cooler.
でも可愛い服の方がきっと楽しいよ。はう。
But it would be so much fun with cute clothes. Oh. I had a feeling that Rena and Satsuko's base values are fundamentally different.
そういえばこの学校って指定の制服とかないんだよな。
Speaking of which, our school doesn't have a uniform.
ないよ。
Also, there are different uniforms, but not a main uniform. Yeah, it
ふ
doesn't.
さわしい服であれば私服でも大丈夫なんだよ。
As long as they're proper, and then regular clothes are fine. That's quite a few students in regular clothes. There are a few wearing uniforms, but they're all wearing the same designs and rather plain.
他の連中が着てる制服は何なんだよ。みんなお揃いだよな。
What's the uniform that they're all wearing? They're all the same.
あれは町の学校の制服なんですのよ。別に決まってるわけじゃないですけど、みんな着てますわね。
That's the city. That's the school city. Jeez, I can't. Yeah, that's the city school's uniform. It's not like there's a rule, but they're all wearing
そ
them.
こへ行くと俺らの仲間はみんないろいろな制服を着てるよな。わざわざどこかから取り寄せたのか？
Speaking of which, everyone in our group is wearing a different uniform, aren't we? Did you get out of your way to get yours from somewhere?
ええ、ミオンさんが調達してくださいますの。
Yes, why? Mion supplied them.
みーちゃんの親類で古着商をやってる人がいて、全国の学校の服を格安で仕入れてるんだって。
Moonmist, it's
That's pretty
time
cool.
for bed.
Oh.
Rest well and
Thank you,
recharge
thank you,
for
yeah.
more magical adventures
Thank you,
tomorrow.
Maple, but let me finish
Your
this
well-being
one chapter,
is
okay?
important.
I know,
So
I know,
sleep
I know.
tight and dream
Thank you.
sweetly of our enchanting journey
Thank you,
together.
I know. I'll
Good
go to bed
night.
soon, okay? I'll go to bed soon. Just let me finish this chapter. Just a little bit more, please, okay? Thank you. But yeah, I'll go to bed soon. Lee-chan's relatives runs a second-hand clothing store. They can get school clothes from all over the country for very cheap, they say. Oh, that's nice.
で、その親類に頼んで、いろいろ個性的な制服を取り寄せてもらってるわけか。
So, you asked those relatives to get a bunch of unique school uniforms then? That Mion, she's probably loves using her friends as dress-up dolls. That must be a strange second-hand clothing store. I get that it's a second-hand clothing store, but stocking clothes from schools all over the country? That's pretty strange for a second-hand clothing store. Not really. Well, I guess if you kind of think about it, it could be kind of strange. But I'm sure it's not that bad getting clothes from everywhere. Like, hey, I'll buy this clothes set from you for this much of money, and yeah, it's all business, you know? Give people what they want. Yeah. That's not too bad, I think. What's the point of stocking up clothes from faraway schools if there's nothing known about them? Well, one reason... For this reason, for people can have some sort of clothing that they can wear. That's one reason. Another reason, I don't know if they would have cosplaying at this time period. But cosplay, I guess? Maybe, I don't know. But there's other reasons why a second-hand store would be selling and stocking up on various school uniforms.
それはレナも思うよ。他にも体操服とかスクール水着のフルとかも扱ってるの。
Yeah, I think so too. They also have used school swimsuits and PE uniforms. As long as they're like completely washed, like very, very clean, yeah, that could be still fine, but hopefully they like did a really detailed cleaning on them. Hopefully. Because PE uniforms? Ooh, boy. If it's during the summer PE uniforms, yeah, that's gonna be stinky. Especially if it's a boy's uniform, that's gonna be even more stinkier. And swimsuit, yeah, it might be fine, but still needs some good washing. But anything used with that type of stuff, usually not really good. But yeah, that's okay, I guess. As long as they wash them really deeply.
そういうののフルはちょっと嫌だよね。
I don't like having the idea of having used ones. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Probably not the best thing to do.
あんまり儲かってなさそうな商売だな。きっと少しでも儲けさせるために、ミオンが一肌脱いでやってるんだろうな。
Doesn't sound like that shop makes much money. They probably have Mion pinch in and help so they can make a bit more.
でもいつもミオンさんが自信満々に言いますのよ。今にきっと大ブレイクしてすごい商売になるって。
But Mion says it'll be a hit and become a great store with such conviction. A second-hand clothing store that stocks school uniforms will be a big hit. I don't get it. Oh, wait. There could be a certain demographic that actually might be interested in that now that I think about it. Oh. Hopefully that's not the case. Oh, there we go. We're done. So it looks like that is done for the tips. Anything else that we need? Oh. Oop. Exit. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and save. I don't know if that counts as a save, but we'll just save. Yep. Save. Oop. There we go. Save. Alright, so that should be done good for today, I think. Okay, so that's new tips. That's for all, right? Yeah, okay, so that's just for all of them. And that one, the first one's just gonna be anything that's new that we just got. Okay, so we're probably gonna get more tips at the end of every chapter. So that's fine. So we finished chapter 1. So we'll continue chapter 2 on, let's see, today is Saturday. On Monday. We'll continue on Monday for chapter 2. So yeah, thank you for watching. Let's see, who was here today? Hikari, thank you for being here. I do appreciate you being here. I'm not sure if you're still here or not, but thank you for being here and stopping by for a couple of minutes. Do appreciate you. And anyone else that was lurking, I do appreciate you as well. Thank you. And anyone that watches the VODs as well, thank you. And I like to say special thanks to whoever voted on my poll. Because without you, I probably would have played something else. It might be fun. And like I said before, I never played this before, so this is the first time. But I watched the anime, the first adaptation, both seasons, and then the new one, the I forgot what it's called, but the newer one, that they like the remake or retelling. I don't know exactly what it was. Difference. It was different, but yeah. But yeah, so that should be pretty much it. So hopefully see everyone again tomorrow for more Persona. Yeah, so that should be pretty much it. So that's it. Alright, bye. Alright, have a good night or day wherever you're currently located. Hopefully to see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching. Dear viewers, your support fills our stream with magic. Join us at 11:30 p.m. PST for more enchanting adventures. Your presence and energy light up our journey. Can't wait to see you then.